What's wrong? Hello there. Welcome to What If the Ottoman Empire Never Collapsed, Part 2. Now, in the last part, we had the Ottoman Empire never collapsing, building up their military for pretty much a full-blown century, and then proceeding to explode, conquering insane amounts of territory, and becoming a global superpower. Well, actually, they're not really a superpower, just a really, really, really strong military power. Now, what happens afterward? The North American Federation, a country that was kind of just turned into an Ottoman puppet, is relinquished and is no longer an Ottoman puppet. The old Sultanate dies, causing the Ottoman Empire to lose its insanely expansionist and nationalist ideological things. Now, due to the instability of the North American Federation that was brought together by the Ottoman Empire, the nation completely explodes. It just collapses. It's just gone. The nation breaks up into smaller, lesser versions of themselves, with weird borders. This is Sudan, that's Ethiopia, Somalia. The Great Empire of Mali forms. And Niger and, what was that other country again? I forgot. End up splitting away too. The North American African Federation is gone. It's broken. And, well, with the Ottoman Empire's new, very strategic and important location, they end up becoming a superpower because of, their Middle Eastern stuff. Oh, also, I mentioned in the last video that these three countries were Ottoman puppets. In real life, 1914, they were not puppets, and I don't even think those countries existed back then. But, well, they're puppets now, okay? The puppets become so closely aligned and passionate towards the Ottoman Empire that they end up uniting as one country. And now the Ottoman Empire has a lot of oil to sell. Now, with the growing Indian discontent, the Ottoman Empire decides to let go of India, liberating them and allowing them to go back to the way they were. Because, well, the old Sultan was kind of really weird. The new Sultan, which is the son, has risen to power and is less, aggro towards nations that betrayed them even once. Not really betray. Anyway, since I forgot. Okay. Anyway. So, after a bit, the Ottoman Empire manages to diplomatically restore itself because, declaring a war on 90 nations and taking them all out is not very respected upon. Anyway, these islands should have been colored. I just didn't happen to color them. And yep, this is the Neo-Ottoman Empire. Now, literally any trade routes going through the Mediterranean end up being controlled by the Ottoman Empire. Because of their strategic location, their ownership of the Suez Canal, the Mediterranean, and there are tons of oil and gas reserves, because, in the Middle East, they end up gaining, their economy grows a lot, their population is high, they are a thriving empire, and are arguably doing the second best out of any country in the world, behind, Mr. America over here. It's going to take a while to pass them up. the Ottoman economy booms, with their GDP reaching about 10 trillion, rivaling China and the United States. After many decades, and well, the Ottoman Empire kind of just chills here until guess what happens? The Ottoman Empire asks Iran if they could buy some land from them. They're just like, hey, Iran, can I buy some land from you? You know, it's just a small chunk of land, and they want to buy it for, I don't know what a good price would be, so I'm just not going to say any price to avoid you guys bombing me in the comment section. Although nobody's watching this video. Anyway, they asked for this chunk of land, and what I mean by they is the Sultan. And Iran accepts because, well, I mean, the price is great. You know, just they find the price like super good and decide to sell it to the Ottoman Empire, and yeah, another territorial gain. Things seem to be going perfect for the Empire. Improves relations with everyone, becomes friends, has a booming economy, population is about 830 million, greatest military in the world. Things going well. The Ottoman Empire decides to start the project. There was a project in Egypt where there was like this big lowland area, like about here, I'm pretty sure. Here was about there, but it was nowhere near that large. It was next to the river, and there was like a ton of overcrowding occurring in the Nile River. So they were going to build that, and the Ottoman Empire decides to build that for them by making a big canal and flooding the lowland area with water, allowing the growth to occur. Yes, this was the Ottoman Empire. By the way, a Turkish civil war breaks out in the same place it did in real life. About here. And the Turks will be represented in yellow, as basically the code for it is yellow is rebelling party, red is attacker or main. Well, it's usually just the main country of the video. Green is defender, and blue is other country. We have the Turkish civil war starting. Actually, it's the Ottoman civil war, but I don't know. Sorry. The Turkish make some advances into the Ottoman Empire and successfully managed to take the capital. The Turkish civil war sweeps out a ton, and the Ottoman Empire, with the help of their allies, pushes them back. And the Ottoman civil war is over with a decisive Ottoman victory. Get up on the floor. Yes, the Greater Ottoman Empire. I'm thinking of what to say next. Alright, now we're moving on from the Ottoman Empire and zooming into the Korean Peninsula. Now, North Korea decides to actually follow up with their threats of bombasticating good old South Korea. The defense of South Korea is green, and the attack of North Korea is worse. red. Shit. We have a new Korean War. Now in green team we have... Oh my god! How did I fail to do it again? Anyway. Coming here, we see South Korea making their first push into North Korea. This has nothing to do with the Ottoman Empire, but I just want to do it. And the North Korean regime is doing pretty bad. And since nukes are not included in these videos, they have Pyongyang captured, and, well, I mean, practically the same thing that happened in the original Korean Wars happens, but in reverse. North Korea is reduced to smithereens, and then they clap back with Chinese assistance, like a lot of Chinese assistance. But then, with UN assistance, South Korea gets UN assistance later. South Korea is being capitulated until South Korea collapsed back yet again. What is happening? Why did that happen? No bad. They push back strengthfully and proceed to barge into Korea, and the entire peninsula goes to South Korea. I'm kind of being a bit optimistic here, but I mean, Kim Jong-un still gets to control their nuclear weapons program. All's fine and dandy. Get up on the floor, get up on the floor. So the Korean peninsula is now united under one single good old beautiful government, and it's the South Korean government. Some other changes in the world includes Germany buying back old Prussian lands. Oh, this is so unrealistic. I'm just kidding. They're not gonna do that. Or will they? Yeah, obviously not. If you don't know what I mean by old Prussian lands, this is like old Prussian lands. It's Polish now, but yeah. Germany's conception, they had that. So, yeah, this was kind of just this attempt at me. What? Did I just hear something coming in from the office? Iran has sent an ultimatum over to the Ottoman Empire to give back their land because they realized that was kind of a... Oh my gosh. You won't believe it, guys, but the Ottoman Empire is now green team. And Iran is red team because Iran is the attacker. And, yeah. Hold up, let me fix that. So, first things first is that Iran invades, not the Ottoman Empire, because they are the attacker. And, yeah. They must have an IQ lower than 2. Like, bro, you're so stupid. This empire single-handedly managed to beat out half of Africa, take over the entire Arabian Peninsula, invade multiple European countries, and you think you're gonna win a war on them. Of course, this doesn't work. And the Ottoman Empire quickly makes a counter-offensive to beat them. Their forces are capitulated, and they are pushed back violently, like really violently. And Iran is having a very bad day, simple. Now, with Iran practically is just done, bro. They're just done. First, you send an ultimatum telling the Ottoman Empire to give back the land you literally sold them, and then you invade. yeah. Now, this is not a insult to any Iranians, it's just what canonically happens. And Iran is completely captured, and let's just move it back to red because that's main character color. Get by the flow back then. And that's the end of this video. It's mostly just a ploy to try and get more content.